right, it's split time. Now, we're not actually going to do these splits right now because we're old. But we are going to show you how to do a couple of different variations of the splits. One is, because the ladies usually can't go really low when she's doing a split, we want to try and hold her up a little bit from a full split. To do that, one way that works really good is if she puts her right hand into my right hand and I put my left hand across under here, she has a little brace. But really what's happening here is this. Ladies, you keep your right shoulder down. So as you go into a split, we're going to do a small split here. Go ahead. So she goes down into it. I'm supporting her here, and then I bring her back up into it. If we did it on the other side, same thing. Guys, you can bend both knees and bring her up, or you can bend one knee and bring her up, okay? I'm going to probably do a little combination of each. So she goes down, and I'm going to bring her up, okay? Depending on the height relationship with your partner or not, ladies, if you can do a full split, go ahead and sit on the floor for a second. If you can do a full split, this puts your head about right there. That's too low. So you have to try, now go ahead and come up for a second. You have to try and stay up a little higher above that. So this is the easiest way to support your partner. Now, ladies, you can do the same thing with the guy. If the guy's underneath here, we're going to do it from the other side. This point here, if he were to go down into a split, okay, I'm going to do a floor lunge, you could pick him up the same way. The better his split is, the easier it is for you to bring him up, okay? Usually ladies may not have enough strength, guys, if you need a lot of pull-up. I need a lot of pull-up from a split whenever I go into one, so it's really hard for Sarah to pick me up from that position. But again, it's the left arm. If she stays very high as I start to go down and then she picks up, she's using her knees and my armpit here to pull me up and down, okay? Next way to do splits on either side is just to lock the hand underneath there so that my right hand is back this way, and Sarah's just going to do a floor lunge right now. So there's a floor lunge, and to come back up. And you can do the floor lunge because that's a very nice line if you can't fully do splits, because it's a nice way to get into that, and it's a nice way for the man to accent. Guys, you're doing that point to the side again like we did earlier during those sit breaks. Ladies, you do a floor lunge or splits. Go ahead. And there's your line. You help the lady right here by bringing her back to you. She pulls herself back. If we did it on the other side, it's here. Let's do it backwards on the other side so you can see this side of it. She's going back into the floor lunge, and then I'm picking her up. This gives me a lot of strength to pull into myself, okay? If you don't have enough strength to do it, go down less as lady or do it more as a floor lunge, okay? Next way to do it is just to do it with one hand. Lady would go back a little bit into her split and pull up. You see this happen a lot of times with the guys when the lady runs across, say in a run, the guy will do a split, lady will run by, run, and the guy then pulls himself up as she does her coaster step. And they use that in West Coast swing. It can be used in any dance, and again, the guy has to have a really good split at the time, and then he just needs a little bit of momentum there to pull him up to get to that point. He can do it on the other side too. He can bring the lady by this way, where he can do a split. She does a run, and then the little momentum pulls him up into his movement. The easiest way, and the way that we do it, I find, is that the ladies, if you hold a second position and bend your knees a little bit, what the guy's going to do is he's just going to split between your feet. Guys, what you do is you reach underneath here to hold onto the lady's shoulder, and then you hold on with the other side. And you're just holding on there so that as you split and as you go down, you can pull up mainly with the right hand. What this allows you to do then is keep your body very, very straight, and you'll find it really doesn't put much pressure on the lady. Okay? If I were just to go down a little ways, here, and then to come back up, not real stretched right now, okay? But I can split and then come back up and then go into an East Coast swing move or two-step move or anything like that. But it really is, ladies, you have to keep a very strong back because the man's pulling up very strongly right there. All right? These all can be done as floor lunges. You see a lot of movements where the lady will walk forward, put her foot between the man's legs, like in a West Coast swing. She's going to be doing a, that side, walk. 1, 2, she puts a floor lunge, she comes up, and she goes back on into her dance. Some other things, like if the lady were to do a scoop kick, she could do a walk, scoop, kick, walk, coaster step. These are just different ways that the lady can put movements into hers, and the guy can do the same sort of things in his part of it. We'll be right back with another piece.